hardest hit area. Some folks are coming out right now. You see some neighbors here on bicycles. A little tough going because there's a good chunk of sand out here, and in fact this railing blew, well, a good 100 feet from the shore right over there, and it is stuck in the sand. This is the scene here along the south end of the island. Let me show you some more of the damage. The mayor telling us a few hours ago that the south end was the hardest hit area, that they're talking about a flooding event where we're talking the basement and first floor of many of the homes here. Many of these are second homes, vacation homes for a lot of people out here. But yes, we're talking about flooding and sand in the homes. The mayor also said there was a lot of other damage as well.
We've had major beach erosion from point to point. Water entered a lot of homes in Ocean City. The water was very high. We had a lot of structural damage in the south end. We lost some bulkheads, docks. We have power outages in the city that we're still working on. The businesses got hit hard. Our downtown got devastated. We're trying everything we can to get it cleaned up down there and get the owners back so they can start cleaning up.
So we did have a chance to survey the boardwalk. It is looking good. Unlike what we saw in Atlantic City, this boardwalk is mostly intact. They had a little bit of damage here and there to some of the ramps and the boards. Electricity is out for most of the island. There is a major sewer line that is also out. And so that's why, Susan, they're telling us that they're not going to start letting people back in for, they said 24 hours. We'll have to see whether that 24 hours holds up, as a lot of people want to come back in. These folks that we saw in the bikes and other cars you might see driving around are people who stayed here for the night and stayed through the duration and are now surveying the damage for themselves.
All right, Joe Vasquez live for us tonight in Ocean City, and yeah, a lot of people are going to have to be getting by on those rations that they did to prepare for the hurricane, that bottled water, non-perishable food, because electricity is out not only in these beach communities, but also in the areas inland, in and around Philadelphia. So, and the electricity may not be back on for days, perhaps even longer. The electric crews have told us going into this, as they do with every hurricane or serious storm, they can't get their crews out to those trouble spots until the weather permits them to do so in a safe manner. As long as the wind is blowing hard or even gusting too hard, they're not able to get their crews up in those tiny bucket trucks or cherry pickers in order to fix the lines that are down and to restore electricity to everyone. So it's going to be a little bit getting through. We did hear some schools. Many schools are open again tomorrow, so business will start to get back at business as usual in many areas, but it's going to take a while, and dealing with no power will not be fun, but at least it's not 90 or more degrees outside. That will certainly help. But we're going to send it back to our Chris May in the studio. Chris.
Well, look.